Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Tanya Lady T, and I'm back at the eye doctor's. I'm gonna get me some more frames and pick up my new prescription for frames. I think I'm gonna get me some Tom Fords, honey. I saw Trisha painted in hers, and I was like, oh no, I've got to have them. Got to have them. Don't care what the cost is, got to have them. Eyes are looking good. Y'all see my hair over there? Thinking about getting a cold press, or what's it called, silk press for my hair, but not sure. Y'all, I'm just leaving my eye doctor's office. I came to pick up my prescription for my vision, because I'm gonna get me some Tom Ford glasses. Yes, and they don't have the designer ones here, or they don't sell Tom Ford designer glasses, so I had to pick up my prescription so I can order them. I got the prescription. He just wanted to make sure that you know, with the laser surgery and everything cleared up, to make sure my vision hasn't changed drastically, and so everything looks good, so he was able to write my prescription so I can get me some new spectacles. Anyway, I'm just in these streets today on a Wednesday, finna go check out Mama, see what she up to. All right, y'all, I'm getting my car wash, I'm at the Olive Garden with Mom, but no mukbang tonight. We just relaxing and chilling. Bon appetit and salud. Alright, the bread is here and so is the salad. It's about time for us to dig in. Toss that salad. What's up, everybody? I'm taking Mom out for dinner tonight, so she can get out of the kitchen. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Tanya Lady T. I just want to come on and say hey and close out this video for today. Today I was off, so I was just doing a bunch of little knick-knack paddywhack errands. But anyway, I wanted to end the video and while I'm talking, I'm gonna just, you know, take off my makeup with my with my Pond's cleansing cream, and of course my Pond's moisturizer. These are my two staple products. Oh, and also, y'all, I don't know if the sale's still going on, but I had to go to Walgreens to pick up a prescription, and they had these on sale in Walgreens. These are the Huggies. Thank y'all, my ladies, for letting your girl know which was the best wipes to get so they don't shred and peel and leave lint. Huggies, and they had the 184 count on sale, 2 for $12. So I got 2 of these, so these will last me a while. 2 for $12. And then I went to Sally's, and of course I got me some more hair gel, and y'all seen me buy this before. 2 of these. I always get 2 at a time. This will probably last me, 2 of these will probably last me 6 to 7 months. I just don't like to run out of that kind of stuff. Plus, Sally's is a good ways for me. So anyway, and then also in Walgreens, well, excuse me, in Sally's, I had to renew my Sally's beauty card, and so of course you get a $5 coupon, and whenever you renew your Sally's card, they always give you a free gift. So my free gift is in the shower. It's just a shampoo by Ion, keratin and something. And they also had on sale mane and tail, buy one get one free. And this was just, I got 2 conditioners, because like I said, if y'all follow me, I only shampoo my hair once a week, excuse me, once a month, but twice a week I use co-wash or conditioner. So I said, you know what, let me try this. And it works just fine. I know some people say it makes their hair hard. It doesn't bother it doesn't do my hair like that. But anyway, what I wanted to jump on and talk to y'all right quick about is, and again, I'm using this cleansing cream from Pond's to get clean my face, wipe my face off. But I'm gonna try not to make this a long video because I'm tired. I was listening to the news about a couple of weeks back, and they were talking about how waitresses, of course, still get paid, what, $2.15 an hour. And I mean, that's a wage that they were paying, you know, waitresses back in the 1950s. So their wage has never gone up because they live off of their tips. And most waitresses, on average, are part-time workers. So you figure from the time they work maybe 4 or 5 hours a day, and they may get lucky and work a 8-hour day if somebody don't show up or call in and they're able to take someone else's shift. But anyway, there was a good discussion about it on TV, how there's legislation where restaurateurs have been pushing the narrative to waitresses having to give their, or sharing their tips with the bus boy or bus girl or the hostess or the bartender. And in some instances, share their tip with the dishwasher and the chef. But what they don't tell you is that bus boy, that bartender, that chef, they get paid a living wage and or minimum wage, whatever that is in your state. But yet that waitress is still being paid $2.15 an hour. And of course, they make their living off the tips that we leave. So I was just listening to the show, and what they said in the show is, you know, because the restaurateurs is pushing that they share in that tip, that the waitresses have to share in that tip, is because the restaurateurs is not wanting to have to increase the busboy, the dishwasher, the bartender's wage. So they feel like they should get part of that tip. Granted, we as the customer, all we see is the waitress, because she's the one that's running back and forth, getting our tea, filling up our this and that and the other. While I agree that bartender is the one who's fixing that drink over there, and the waitress is having to bring it to the table, you know. But nonetheless, again, that waitress is only getting paid $2.15. And the other thing they also informed while I was watching, I'm gonna grab 2 more of these, y'all. And see, every day I use about 6 of these. 3 or 4 taking off my makeup, and then 2 in the morning after I take my shower and just wipe my face down to make sure I have a clean face. I'm gonna use this for eye makeup. This is Mary Kay eye makeup remover. It's just a mixture, and I just squirt it on one of these little towelettes. I mean, these wipes. But anyway, they were also saying that when you leave a tip on your debit card, the restaurateur or the establishment may also take out the transaction fee out of that waitress's tip. So let's say the tip, you know, most restaurants now, they add that 20% tip or whatever it is. So you'll know exactly what is a fair tip to leave. Or, you know, their required or requested tip or gratuity. Well, when you use your debit card, let's say you want to leave a $10 tip. They're going to subtract, most establishments, they're going to subtract that transaction fee for that debit, because what we don't know as the consumer, most banks will charge, or whoever the company is that is issuing that debit machine, they charge a transaction fee per transaction. Okay, so they may pass that transaction fee on to us, either the consumer, or they don't pass it on to the consumer. They may just subtract it out of that waitress's tip if you're using a debit or credit. That I did not know. And also, that tip that you leave in the little tip jar that's up there at the front, that goes to the house. It doesn't go, to most instances, it doesn't go to the bartender or anything. That money goes to management, or to the house, or the establishment, if you will. And so that's another thing I didn't know. And that's just industry wide. So this is what they said do on the news. They said anytime you go somewhere and you're leaving a tip, always try to leave a tip in cash, whether you leave it on the table or you hand it directly to your server or the waitress. Always leave a tip in cash if you've got it, because again, one or two things are going to happen. They're either going to take that transaction fee out of that credit or debit card if you leave a tip on your card like that, or they will or they'll be charged, they'll subtract the transaction fee out of that, off that card. And or if you use your card or your credit card and you put the tip on there, then that means that that waitress is going to have to share that tip with, and I understand all of it works together, but again, the difference is that dishwasher, that chef, that bartender, that hostess, and that busboy or bus girl, they get a minimum wage job. That waitress does not. So that's the big difference. And keep in mind, they're still at that 1950 pay rate of $2.15. So that's the big difference. Even though I understand, yeah, the chef may have done a wonderful job with the food, but he's getting a living wage. He's getting a regular minimum wage, or over way beyond that, because they're the chef. Same way with the dishwasher, bus boy, bus girl, hostess, and bartender. Just keep that in mind. And so I thought, wow, I just never knew that. So sure enough, when we went to Olive Garden, I asked the young lady, I said, hey, just curious. And I forgot to go get cash. So I said, oh my God, I forgot to get cash. I said, if I leave you a tip on my card, are you going to get the whole tip? Or are they going to subtract that transaction off your tip? And she broke it on down. Pretty much what I just said verbatim, with a little bit of paraphrasing here and there. She broke it down. She said what people don't understand is that waitresses still get paid $2 or $2.15 an hour. But we live off those salaries we live off the tips that people leave us. And she said a lot of people don't understand that, when you leave a tip, that's really what we live off of. She said, because even that $2.15 that we get per hour as a waitress, she said that's, we have to pay taxes on that, just like if we were getting paid minimum wage. So she said we have to pay taxes, and of course it's an income. So yeah, I mean, nobody's exempt from paying taxes. But what I'm saying is, what she was saying is that money, that minimum amount of money, is also taxed. So she said, yeah, it's true. She said, I have to share, if people swipe their card and use their debit and credit card, she said, yes, I have to share my tip with the bartender, the bus boy, the bus girl, and the hostess. She said, yes, that's exactly right. She said, I have to share my tip if you put it on the card. So, like I said, I'm sure there's some of y'all who have been waitresses or are waitresses right now, and that may be the truth, or there might be a little, and again, it's not, they just said, even on the news, that industry-wide, that's the way it is. And they're pushing for legislation now to try to get waitresses a better living wage. But anyway, what we can do as consumers, if and when at all possible, give that waitress or waiter a tip in cash. That way we know that they're getting that full tip. Of course, it's up there by law, they have to report their tips to their management, I think, at the end of the night. But again, to keep those fees from being deducted from their tips, and to keep having to share. And again, I understand. We all know it, you know, teamwork makes the dream work. But again, it's not fair that that waitress has to share her tips with everybody except for the dishwasher and the chef. Those are the only two she doesn't have to share her tip with. But according to this young lady, what she told me tonight, that yes, what you heard on the news is correct. I have to share my tip with the bartender, with the busboy, and with the hostess. But again, the difference is those people, the busboy, the hostess, and the bartender, they make minimum wage or better. So that's the real big difference. I know I'm being redundant, but I just wanted to just put that out there just in case nobody had heard that, just in case nobody didn't know of that. Because like I said, until I watched the news and they were talking about that, you know, you figure, you know, this is what people have to live off. And she said, you know, I'm trying to go to school and put myself through school. And she said, and this is my cream, y'all, just in case y'all want to know. She said, it can be really hard. And like I said, for her, she broke it down. And I was just like, wow. So anyway, that's all I wanted to come in and finish out and say, y'all. It's just that whenever possible, when at all possible, leave your waiter or waitresses a tip. And again, they are pushing legislation now to help waitresses out in that wage, because they truly need your tip. And I really do. I always try to tip over and beyond. I normally tip. Normally, you know, they say business tip 20%. I tip 20% everywhere I go. I just do. If it says their tip's supposed to be $7.98, I leave a $10 bill there. You know, that's just me. And again, I know everybody can't do that. But again, I'm rambling now. But anyway, I just thought that was very interesting. And like I said, I'm so glad I was listening to that part of the news, because I would have never known that. Because I always leave, because I very rarely carry cash. I very rarely carry cash. But I'm going to make it my business when I go out to eat in a restaurant that, and I was telling Mr. Silverfox, we need to make sure we have cash, so we can tip these people, so these waitresses and waiters can get their just due. Seriously. Because you figure $2.10 an hour, $2.15 an hour, and you may work 4 to 5 hours a day, because most waiters and waitresses are part-time workers. Yeah. Anyway, I've run my mouth long enough. I've made this video long enough. And I'm about to get in the good book and read. And put a little oil on my hair so it's a little dry. And put my hair bonnet on. I think I must have left my hair bonnet in my bedroom. But anyway, y'all, let me get on off here. And thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll see you on the next video. And God bless. I love y'all. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. Y'all have a good night. Bye. And tip in cash.